What's up guys, Justin here, and what I wanted to talk about today is how to get good skills. So I feel like a lot of what makes up you as a person is what skills you have and what you can sort of do. If you go to work every day, you're sort of improving your skills on some level. Maybe it might be technical, or even it might just be your sort of interpersonal skills. And you want to have good skills like nunchuck skills, bow hunting skills, computer hacking skills. People like people who have great skills. So there's two sort of extremes as a way of sort of approaching something to get good at it. Let's call one sort of practice mode and the other performance mode. And both of them have their pros and cons. So first, in terms of practice mode, this is when you sort of want to obsess over the task a little bit and you want to have sort of short periods of intense focus on whatever it is that you're trying to do, rather than sort of longer periods of just general engagement. And that way your brain can sort of adjust to whatever it is that you're trying to do. So in terms of practice mode, it's okay to sort of obsess over the task a little bit. You might sort of visualize what you're trying to do, and you're sort of trying to chip away at maybe technical aspects of whatever it is that you're trying to do, and you're trying to put yourself in uncomfortable situations. So the pros of this would be that you can improve a lot faster than most people. You can sort of have those moments where everything sort of clicks, or you just upgrade to the next level and it's really rewarding and you get a buzz that lasts like 2 or 3 days. And the con would be that it's going to be inconsistent. So let's say on the other hand you've got performance mode. In terms of performance mode, you don't want to obsess over what it is that you're doing. You sort of just want to be more having a fun sort of mindset. You're trying to have fun with whatever it is that you're doing. You try your best, but you're not trying to be a perfectionist, and you're not trying to push yourself too much. You sort of just want to have an engaged life in general, and you're just going to go out there, you try your best, and you have fun, and you'll be more consistent when you're in that sort of mindset. So an example of this would be LeBron James, who's basically the best basketball player on the planet, watched a movie the night before the biggest game of his life, Game 7 against Golden State Warriors in 2016. Now, I found this really interesting in terms of sports psychology, where LeBron watches a movie and tries to just take his mind off the game the night before the biggest game of his life. Why wouldn't he sort of maybe visualize the game, watch some tape, obsess over the game, sort of psych himself up and get really pumped up for the biggest game of his life? Now, the reason LeBron James watches a movie the night before this game is because he just wants to get into the fun sort of mindset where he's just engaged in life, he's having a good life, and when he steps on the court, he's not going to obsess over it too much, he's not going to worry too much, and he's just going to go out there and try his best, and whatever happens, happens. He's sort of kind of brainwashing himself that the game's not a big deal, even though it is a big deal because his legacy was on the line, basically. Now, if you sort of understand these two ways of approaching whatever it is that you're trying to do, it doesn't have to be sports, I'm using sports as an example, but it could be anything. You can sort of have maybe periods of just practice mode where you're obsessing over something, or periods of performance mode where you're sort of just trying to have fun and get into the flow of things. Or you can maybe sort of try and find a balance in the middle where you're sort of having fun, but at times you're also trying to sort of push yourself, be a perfectionist, and at times maybe put yourself into uncomfortable situations and see how much you can improve as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Maybe you learned something, maybe you go out there and learn some skills, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.